Hello everyone and welcome to our presentation of Inditex. Our group is made up of myself, Kelsey Reynolds, Emma Rose, and Brandon Bovia. So Inditex started with a man named Amancio Ortega. He was the son of a railway worker who turned into a billionaire in 1975 after developing both lingerie and bathrobes in his own living room with his former wife, Rosalia. They opened up their first store called Zara. From its success, Inditex was born. The Inditex website states that their goal is to offer products of the highest quality to all of its consumers at the same time as striving to develop a business that is sustainable. We are a responsible group, and this guides all of our business principles. Their brand portfolio consists of brands like Zara, Pull & Bear, Massimo Dutti, Bershka, Stradivarius, and Oysho. Their top brands in 2015 consisted of Zara with $10.8 million in net sales of euros, Pull & Bear with 1.1 million euros, and Massimo Dutti with 1.2 million euros. In 2015, the Inditex website reports a volume of 6,913 stores in 88 markets. 28 of those have online sales present. In 2013, Inditex had 6,340 brick-and-mortar stores open, which equals to 573 stores in 2 years. In 2013, Inditex revenue was 16.724 billion euros. They have store locations all over the world in many different countries. At the bottom of this slide, you can see a few storefronts of their popular locations, like Zara in Brussels, Pull & Bear in the Netherlands, and Massimo Dutti in France. Their store count totals equal to 4,849 in Europe, 661 in America, and 1,403 stores in Asia and the rest of the world. So as you can see from this chart, America is the smallest market for stores that they have. On May 23rd in 2001, Inditex made a public offering of 26% of their shares in order to support further growth and security of the company. This move to public sharing proved immensely successful as their sales have quadrupled since their initial public offering. In 2013, reports indicated that Inditex owned 88% of its retail stores, and Inditex does not lease its stores. The company still owns over 220 freeholds. These are stores that are solely in Inditex possession. The brand perception of Inditex as a whole has a lot to do with how their largest brand, which is Zara, is perceived. Their investment in the brand has proven itself to be an asset for Inditex. It's perceived as desirable, affordable, and must-buy products. Less than 0.3% of their sales of revenue is allocated for advertising, so they really rely on their chic locations that are purchased, a Prada-inspired store layout and shop window displays, and their key cost-saving arenas. Their brand as a whole is seen as having unique image as high-end despite its lower price point, and they also have a 2-week product output, which is compared to an industry average of 6 months. So people really see this brand as a whole as a fast fashion company who produces trends very quickly at a lower price point. Their consumer profile, each of Inditex's 8 retail brands targets a different consumer demographic. This segmented marketing makes it possible to capture a large share of consumer market, while each of the segment of business can specialize. Most of these segments of their business are predominantly female, with ages ranging all over the board. Zara's age range is from 0 to 40. Massimo Dutti is from 20 years old to 40 years old. Pull & Bear is a little bit less than 20 and ranging to the high 30s. Bershka is mid-teens, raising to the late 20s. Stradivarius is the late teens also to the late 30s. Oysho is around 10 to the late 20s. Zara Home is mid 20s to 40 plus. And Utrecht is the same at mid 20s to 40 plus. So as you can see, each one of their brands targets a different age and consumer, which really allows their brand to profit in different segments of the market. The products that they offer range from ready-to-wear clothing, lingerie, and soft goods in Zara Home. And one of their main competitors is H&M. They're the second largest global retailer. In 2013, 2,800 stores in 48 markets were present. The H&M group includes men's, women's, and children's and home apparel and products. They own the H&M Home brand, COS, Monkey, Weekday, Cheap Monday, and other stories. So their online presence is considered underdeveloped and relatively new, and it's also considered a weakness of theirs. I know that their website is only a few years old compared to Zara's and the other brand of Inditex, where they have 10 to 15 years of presence. Another competitor is the Benetton Group. It started with three brothers who co-founded the company 50 plus years ago. The group owns many brands that sell multiple products, including textiles and clothing, food and service, travel retail, and real estate and agriculture. In 2013, the Benetton Group had a revenue of 139 million euros, which is down from 263 million euros in 2012. In 2014, the Benetton Group sold to RCS Media Group, and the brand still exists today, but it's under different management. The infrastructure of how Inditex gets their products to their consumers consists of brick and mortar stores and online sales. The online channels produce sizable sales figures, and with these numbers, it's only expected to increase as a higher proportion of shopping is done online, especially with the younger demographics, which most of their brands target. Collaboration for the company. They have collaborated with other initiatives like the Better Cotton Initiative, a Fur-Free Alliance, the UN Global Impact, and the CEO Water Mandate to promote sustainability. The individual products or product brands stand out from each other by focusing on different aspects of fashion entirely. For example, Pull & Bear stores blend creative installations with recycled objects to create a quirky and comfortable space where young consumers enjoy spending time. While Massimo Dutti epitomizes elegant and universal style that connects with the independent cosmopolitan men and women of today. Its collections span from the most sophisticated of looks to more casual styles. And that quote's taken directly from the Inditex website. Inditex has a sustainability philosophy called Right to Wear, which incorporates a few different initiatives. The first is being clear to wear and safe to wear. These standards guarantee that all the products we sell comply with the most stringent health and safety standards. Teams to wear. This sums up a corporate culture and philosophy that fosters business ethics, respect for others and their diversity, honesty in everything we do, transparency and professionalism. Tested to wear, a production process, audit, and monitoring methodology designed to ensure that all of our products are made upholding ethical criteria and human, labor, and environmental rights. Social to wear, social investing initiatives with which we strengthen our ties with the communities in which we do business. Green to wear, the strategy designed to ensure we make and sell environmentally friendly products. And all these quotes are taken from Inditex.com. A little bit extra about the brand. In order to make the brand stronger, acquisition of smaller apparel brands in the U.S. could further solidify its worldwide dominance. As we saw earlier in the presentation, the U.S. has the least amount of number of stores, I think around 160 or so. So really taking control of smaller brands in the U.S., growing their presence could benefit them greatly. However, the brand family has not divested any companies in the past 5 years, so they haven't gotten rid of a single one. And Forbes rates Inditex as the 80th most innovative company in the world, sandwiched between Equinix and Coca-Cola. And the CEO, Amancio Ortega, which is on the right, also briefly surpassed Bill Gates as the richest man in the world in 2015. Here are our citations, and thank you for listening today.